In an industry built on personas, catchphrases, and rivalries that blur the line between entertainment and reality, John Cena has always stood tall, sometimes literally, always figuratively. He's the face etched into generations of wrestling fans' memories, a beacon of hustle, loyalty, and respect. But behind the bright lights, booming entrances, and electrifying crowds, there exists a different Cena. One that few outside the locker room ever get to see. One that not only commands admiration on-screen but earns reverence off-screen. On a night when cameras weren't rolling and storylines were paused for a live crowd, the unexpected unfolded backstage at a WWE event. It was after a non-televised match, a dark match, as they're called in the business, when a moment of levity turned into a cause for concern. Wrestlers involved got carried away. The kind of mischief that might bring laughs to a local crowd but earn scowls from corporate. Management didn't find it amusing. Fines were issued, serious money. An avalanche of punishment dropped on several superstars for what the office deemed unprofessional conduct. One misstep, and careers can change. Reputations can get stained. Trust can vanish. Among those caught in the storm was Matthew Rehwoldt, better known to fans as Aiden English, a performer known for his voice, theatrical flair, and in-ring grit. Rehwoldt would later reveal on his YouTube channel how he feared for his standing within the company. For a moment, the trajectory of his WWE journey looked to be veering off course. He knew he had crossed a line, albeit unintentionally. Fines weren't just financial penalties. They were warnings, red flags, marks on a performer's record that could resurface at the worst of times. And then John Cena stepped in. Unannounced, unprovoked, unobligated. He didn't need to. He wasn't involved. He wasn't fined. He had nothing to gain. But he saw a group of younger talent facing a moment that could shift their careers, and he knew the weight those fines carried. For some, it could mean a missed mortgage payment. For others, a shake in confidence. For all, it meant unease. Without making a spectacle of it, Cena quietly covered the fines. Every last one. Whether he walked into the office or wired the funds privately, the result was the same. He ensured that the incident, while still a lesson, wouldn't become a scar. Rehwoldt, with gratitude echoing in every syllable, described the act as one that potentially saved his job. And it wasn't just about the money. It was about the symbolism. That someone of Cena's stature, arguably the greatest of all time, would put his neck on the line for a group of performers navigating their path spoke volumes. It wasn't charity. It was leadership. Real leadership. This wasn't the first time Cena had taken such action, either. Time and again, stories have emerged, quiet whispers in corridors, now rippling into the public through podcasts, interviews, and tweets, about how Cena lifted others. A word of encouragement here. A handshake after a tough match there. Constructive feedback given not to tear down but to build up. Moments that might go unnoticed but linger forever in the minds of those who lived them. His influence transcended age brackets and eras. The Undertaker called him one of the hardest workers he'd ever seen. Kurt Angle said Cena never coasted. Shawn Michaels, a man who redefined wrestling in the 90s, acknowledged Cena's unmatched consistency. And those who rose through the 2010s, Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch, Cody Rhodes, all point back to Cena as a mentor, a motivator, a force that reminded them what greatness demands. Cena wasn't born into the top spot. He earned it. From debuting in ruthless aggression to becoming the standard-bearer of a global empire, his journey was paved with trial, sweat, and evolution. He was booed, cheered, doubted, and idolized, but he never stopped working. And when he reached the top, he didn't pull the ladder up behind him. He left it standing. And sometimes, like in Rehwoldt's case, he walked back down it to help others climb up. That night in 2021 wasn't televised. There were no pyrotechnics, no commentators shouting, "Big match John." It was a quiet gesture in a quiet room. But to those who were there, it roared louder than any arena chant. It became legend, not because of spectacle, but because of sincerity. Cena's generosity that night didn't come with a camera crew. It wasn't clipped for social media. It wasn't an angle or a segment. It was Cena being Cena.